Hey everyone, just wanted to give you an update since our last video update, I think around the end of January. We had our annual meeting in a sort of family atmosphere in the auditorium. We had a dinner, a lasagna dinner. Allison fixed a great lasagna dinner, and the church membership came, and so we were able to lay out sort of where we're at as a ministry and where we hope to go, and just to encourage them on some different ministry goals that we have, and cast the vision. And so it really felt, instead of a kind of a cold business atmosphere, it really felt like a family atmosphere. And
I didn't want to leave halfway through, so that was
she's usually ready. So no, it was good, just a great spirit, and the spirit of unity, and that helps us. That helped us really launch forward to our revival in February. Greg Wagner came down from Fellowship Baptist Church, did a wonderful job reminding us of our first love as a ministry, and our church really attended that really well. But we invited Ramon Santana, which is also a church plant from EBIM, and so it was really neat to be able to worship together with him. Their praise team one night did the music, but then another night they joined our praise team, and it was very impactful. Some of the most memorable services were during that revival, and our people just left really on fire, and that has continued even today. So we're just really thankful. Thank you for praying, because we asked you to do that. Thank you for praying for the revival services and even the church administrative meeting. We got off to a great start.
Yeah, and we're continuing it on when we're seeing just the growth and the continued faithfulness of our small group ministries. We have several different small groups going on. We have a couple that are still virtual, but our small group, our couple small group now finally are coming back to our house and sitting around our living room, and we're unpacking a book. The couples groups are unpacking.
We were packed in there.
Yeah, we're tight.
But we're unpacking
the book. But we're unpacking the book. And so the book is Lo que me hubiera gustado saber antes de casarme.
What I would have liked to know before I got married.
And we have couples that are newly married, but we also have couples that have been married almost 40 years, and everybody in between. And we're all learning something new about ourselves, learning something new about what the Bible says about marriage, and then we're able to share with one another in these wonderful, meaningful conversations. Maybe some accountability is also taking place. I know that, as far as just, hey, try this, or this is what we struggled with early on. And so that's been a really good time with our couples, and so I'm glad that we're finally back in person. And then speaking of services, this past Sunday morning was Easter, our Resurrection Sunday, and we hope that you guys had a wonderful service, and we know we did. It was a packed crowd here at EBIM, and we had prepared some music. There was some videos, and then a wonderful message from Pastor Carlos.
Yeah.
And then we were able to just reflect. It was neat to see everybody in some of these old hymns just kind of truly reflect on the work of Christ on the cross, as well as his resurrection, and being able to celebrate that. And then we celebrated it outside by going to baptismal and baptizing 4 people this past Sunday.
Yeah, we have an outside baptistry right outside the auditorium, and so this past Sunday I got wet. Pastor Carlos stayed dry and got to preach, but I got the honor of baptizing. 4 people. And four people, a couple of men and a couple of young girls as part of the Lifehouse girls' home. So that was exciting. A couple of other things that are exciting is we would like to bring to your attention would be the payment for this multi-use building that we've been continuing. One day we're not going to have to mention this again, but with the payment this month, we're going to be down to right about $40,000, and so that's exciting. If we can get that off of us, then the church can just put all their money into operation.
We're using it every day.
I think every day of the week it's being used, and not just by the church ministry, but by the expanded missions ministry. There's always a Bible study, sports ministry, something going on here, and so it's so exciting to see that we're down to about 40,000. So pray for that we could eliminate this. Thank you to the Vigil family, which has sent some special offerings in the last couple of months, and so just continue to pray with us. We can eliminate that.
Some good news.
But good news that we have too is that Tri-County Baptist Church and Pastor Brian McManus have just informed us that they have raised about $23,000 for the building of bathrooms on Vision Land. And so that's an important, it sounds like it's a dirty job, but it's necessary. Everyone uses the bathroom. And so when we go to Vision Land, now we can have family days and sports,
and not have to worry about
sports ministry out there, and so we're really excited about that. And then put that with the projects of youth group from North Star, and then VBS project money from Monclova, and then First Baptist Bible up in New York, and put their offerings with the big offering from Tri-County, and now we have enough to actually construction. I think we're going to be able to start in June, and so we're just lining things out now, and so that's a very big step in Visionland development, because now we have public bathrooms for groups, work teams, sports, everything, family days, everything that we want to do out there. Now the bathrooms become a key piece. So what's on the horizon for Visionland? It's that hosting villa. We have part of it finished, but we need to put the second floor dorms and put it under roof, and then we'll be able to concentrate on finishing it out so that our mission teams can stay there on the property. We can do retreats. We can do ministry enrichment for pastors and national workers. So that's coming on the horizon. So as you thank the Lord for the provision that He's given us, and as you begin to pray about the future, man, we got some exciting things happening on Visionland.
Yeah, and we're so excited we're finally getting back to having groups this summer on a regular basis. We've enjoyed a few groups here and there, but we really have missed just that summer full of just inviting people to come in, connect with us, and learn about the ministry a little bit deeper. And so we have almost a full summer schedule, and with the full summer schedule comes our internship. We have a college internship every summer. It's a wonderful time for college students to come down. They get to learn about missions. They get to learn hands-on from missionaries and be mentored by different missionaries on the team. They get to see the different varied ministries that we're involved in. They get to learn a little Spanish.
A little bit.
And hopefully. And so it's just a great opportunity to connect with students, especially students that are praying about their future ministry opportunities. And we have several internships, and we have several ministries and several missionaries. That's what I'm going to say. We have several missionaries that were interns years and years ago. I have 2 women on my staff here at Mercy that were former interns.
Rachel
and we've
Elizabeth.
got there's church planners in Miami, there's missionaries in the Philippines and India that were interns with us. And so over the years, we've had a wonderful group of students to come down. So we're excited about the upcoming internship.
Yeah, pray for that. We take on a little bit more extra responsibility this year for the internship. I'll be teaching missiology. We'll be also teaching about hands-on ministry with that, but that just puts a little bit more on our load because we have a regular schedule, but then we're pouring into the interns. But that's part of our life. We want to share our life and ministry with people who come and who are interested and have a heart for missions. So just pray for extra strength. I think we'll be going away on vacation after the busy summer for a little bit of R&R and resetting for the fall. But this is exciting. It's exciting to see people come and see us. And if you're interested next year, or maybe at the end of this year, reach out to us. We would love to host your group, or if you have someone that you would be interested in maybe asking to come for the internship or recommending for the internship, we'd love to hear from them.
So we've got one last thing we want to tell you about. Many of you know that we go on outreach twice a week to the streets of San Pedro, and we speak to women who have been prostituted or have been exploited in the sex trade. And so one of the things we wanted to do is we wanted to be able to take some hospitality to them. We stop and talk to them along the way out on the streets, but we wanted to connect a little bit deeper. And so we started going out and setting up at a table in one of the little restaurants, a Chinese restaurant that sells, it's called Pica Pollo, fried chicken, and a couple of us go out on the streets. We invite the women to come in and sit down at a table and have just a plate of chicken with us. And that's been an amazing opportunity. Last time we went out, last weekend, we had 11 women over the course of 2 hours between 9:30 and 11:30 show up and sit down and eat with us and just share their lives and share their stories. Gary comes out and sits and talks to them, prays with them, and shares a little bit of his heart with them, and also hears their story as well. And so that's one of the things, we call it hospitality outreach. And so if you want to know more about that, follow us on Instagram, Mercy Workshop. We're at Mercy Workshop on Instagram, and so you can hear more about those stories. So that's a really exciting thing. So we hope that you come down and visit. Thank you so much for your support and prayers, and we hope to see you very soon on a missions trip.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Till the next video, a prayer letter.